Hi, my name is Eric Latender, and I am author of the book, The Amazing Dog Training Man. And in this video, I wanted to talk about jumping, because I would have to say, in my 20 plus years of training dogs, I'd have to say that jumping is at the top of the list for behavior problems. I would say that's probably 80 to 85% of dog owners get very frustrated with their dog when it comes to jumping. So that's what we're going to discuss in this video. And every Monday I do a radio show with my good friend and fellow dog trainer Jim Helms, and you can always check out that radio show if you just go to valleyfreeradio.org. You can listen to me every Monday from 3 to 4. You can also call in and ask questions. Anyways, I do this radio show, and we talk about everything from dog training to nutrition to behavior problems. And since, as I'm making this video, it's at the beginning of December, we've been talking a lot about the holiday season and how jumping can be a huge problem, and that if your dog has this problem, it's better to get it under control than trying to work on it when somebody comes over the house. And a lot of times you got a little puppy like this, and it's very cute, and we encourage the puppy to jump up, and we say, "Come here, puppy," and we pat our legs, and the puppy jumps up, and then we pet him, and what we're doing is we're reinforcing the behavior. So jumping actually is a problem that we could have avoided if we didn't reinforce it so much. So if you have a puppy, don't encourage your puppy to jump. And if you have an adult dog, don't invite him up to jump anymore, because it's really not fair to punish the dog after you've trained them to do a behavior. So you want to make sure that you keep that in mind as you are working with your dog. And it's also important that if you have anybody in the house, you want to make sure they're on the same page, because if someone in the house is encouraging the dog and you're trying to train the dog to not jump, it's just going to throw a monkey wrench in the whole situation. So it's much better to make sure everybody's on the same page. But I always tell people to use my M.U.T.T method when it comes to jumping, because I developed the M.U.T.T method to help with any behavior problem, but you can definitely use it for jumping. And basically the M.U.T.T method is manage your dog's behavior, and then you want to figure out what the underlying problem is, then you want to train a new behavior, and then you want to give it some time for that new behavior to kick in. So if your dog is a jumper, the easiest thing to do is to put a leash on your dog when someone comes over to visit, because you don't want to try and teach the dog to, greet with all four paws on the ground when somebody's coming through the door. So the best thing to do is put a leash on your dog, or put him in the other room, and then let the dog come in and greet. Then you want to figure out what the underlying problem is. And as we were talking earlier in this video, is the underlying problem a problem that we actually taught the dog to do? We got to make sure that we're not the cause of the problem. And if we're not the cause of the problem, then the underlying problem with a lot of dogs is just that they're very social. And since they're social, they want to jump up and get to our face and lick us. So we just have to take some time and teach a new behavior. And the new behavior would be greeting us with all four paws on the ground. And there's a lot of different ways that you can deal with that. And I have some other videos that you can check out. But one method is to do a quick little step into the dog. Another method is to completely ignore the dog, and then after the dog's paws go down to the ground, then you reinforce the behavior. And then of course you have to give it some time. Whenever you're teaching the dog to do something, it's not going to happen overnight or instant. It always takes a little bit of time. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Use the M.U.T.T method with your dog, and you'll get great results. And you can also get my free Mini Manners online video course at goodcaninemanners.com. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.